Can you even afford to have friends anymore in this day and age? I've been thinking about it because you know what? The economic climate here in the United States and possibly all over the world, from what you guys have been telling me in the comments, it's off the damn rails. Added to the reasons why we are completely divided. You know what I'm talking about? He knows. I told him. For example, I've got a little friend group and we would try to meet on Sundays for breakfast. Guess what? That costs over $100 a month just to meet up for with some friends for breakfast. As a single person, yes, I know I've got you, but as a single person, I used to go out to local pubs and things like this pre-2020 a lot. I'm not a drinker, but I would have dinner, sit at the bar, chit chat with all the local regulars. It was social interaction. We got to be friends. We would talk about life's problems. We would laugh. You remember what that is, people? Laugh? Yeah, all of it. It's down the toilet because we can't afford anything anymore. I've got a close friend. I mean, she's struggling with the freaking cost of tuna cans, to make dinner. All right. And working 2 jobs at 63 or 4 years old. This economic climate is just creating more problems than you can even begin to realize. Am I the only one out here? Not only that, I'm at retirement age, sorta, at 60, and I love to work. I hope to be able to, if damn AI doesn't take my job in 2 seconds. But that's creating a big line of division now. I see it. A lot of friends, they're retired, and there's this have and have not situation. There's people out there that have got their pensions and their Cadillac health plan all saved for. Good for them, right? Maybe they planned right and did things better than I did and many of my peers. But I see other members of that friend group, they're not in that same position. Maybe they retired and they're trying to live off Social Security now. And then there's myself who's still working. The friend group, it's kind of falling apart because there's people with all the money that are traveling different places around the world, doing trips in their RVs, going to check out birds in foreign lands. I know. He knows. He had a tough life. He came out of a shelter. He can relate to my problems. But it's very real, this division. Some friends, they're able to travel and do all kinds of things. And they'll say, oh, you want to come along? You want to do this and that? Yeah, well, if you can't afford it, you've got to consistently say, no, I'm sorry, I can't. And next thing you know, you're not even invited anymore. Not that you could even afford to go, but the cracks start. You can't keep up. You can't afford to even have the friends anymore. And then it comes down to you want to go out and meet for a coffee? No. Other people have to pinch their pennies in that regard. Pinch their pennies. I don't know what I'm saying. But you can't do that. What is this life coming to when you can't even do some basic things, right? Later on today, I don't give a damn. I'm taking a little drive down south, and I'm going to get some seafood at one of my favorite restaurants. I don't have anybody to go with besides him. But it's just the way it is. And not only that, because we can't go out to eat and the coffee shops, and many of us have to start saying no due to we're still working and will be until they throw dirt on us. We can't engage in some of the social activities, or we just don't even have the funds anymore because having a damn friend costs too much money here in the United States. Since 2020, a lot of the little local businesses, the restaurants, the bars, the shops, the coffee shops, they don't have the patrons anymore. So they're going out of business. The whole fabric of communities getting destroyed. What are we doing? Where is this life and world going? I just don't know. It's getting bleak. I hate to say it. What do I do to try to combat this mess? Well, I say yes when I can. You still have my baby. But we go out for walks, that's free. But, I try to get out in nature, connect that way. When I do have to go to stores, Walmart for toilet paper or whatever, I try to look at people in the eyes, smile, a few kind words here and there where I can. But it's truly destroying us. It's getting too damn expensive to have friends and socialize anymore, even the most basic ways. And then you say, oh, well, have people over. Are you kidding me? Stay up here, bud. I'm not a big cook or anything like that. I'm not very good at entertaining. But even if you wanted to have people over to try to, back when I was a kid, the parents and stuff, they would have the dinner parties all the time. Not anymore. That costs a fortune. To bake a casserole or even a chuck roast stew in the Instapot or something, it's going to cost you well over $100 for ingredients. And then you've got to cook it and everything. And if you want to have some alcohol drinks, even basic stuff, you're looking at $200 at least to have a few basic people over. I don't know what's going on. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or am I the only poor pauper out here who's whining about the cost of friendships? I don't think so. It's taking a big toll on us, and it's getting worse and worse. I like to find a way to put a positive spin on things, but I'm having a tough one with this, and I'm calling it like I see it because, this is what I'm seeing. The economic climate that's not getting any better, at least not over here in the United States. It's taking a toll. I don't know what we're going to do about it. What are you doing about it? Let me know. This is just a real talk on the porch. I'm sorry that it's kind of negative, but it's real. We keep it real over here. If you're feeling it, you're not alone. I'm feeling it. Nugget is not feeling it at this point, but if mommy loses her job, I don't want him to have to feel it, but I'm worried. So let me know what you're doing about this, what you're thinking. Even if you're feeling it, it's going to help the rest of us feel not alone. Takes care. I'm glad that you're here. Try to have a good day. We're here together. Take care.